Jessica Marksbury and Sean Zock for Golf.com here at the 100th PGA Championship at Belle Reve. And Sean, yesterday we speculated that there might be 2 moving days this week, and that seemed to come through. We still have a leader at 10 under par, that's Gary Woodland, but a sizzling 63 from Brooks Koepka really made things interesting today.
Yeah, I think we're actually going to have a mega moving day tomorrow because you might have guys playing as many as 35 holes on Saturday, and it's going to probably be really wet like it's been. I think we're going to have a lot of birdies like we saw today. The conditions are only getting wetter. You saw 2 63s actually. Charles Schwartzel went out and down, and those guys both had putts at 62. Like, Belle Reve is ripe right now. I think that's a good thing, but some people don't like it.
I love it. I think this is a fantastic leaderboard. It is making things really exciting. Rickie Fowler is actually still right there in the mix with half of his second round left to play.
A lot of golf to be played tomorrow.
Yeah, and as you can see, the weather seems to be pretty clear right now. Unfortunately, it didn't clear up in time. Play was suspended at 3:35 local time. It's going to begin again at 7 o'clock a.m. on Saturday morning. One player who was affected by that, Sean, Tiger Woods, who seemed to really have it going through 8 holes. He had 3 birdies. Everyone was wondering, was this the start of a Tiger charge? And then we heard the horn. Yeah. Oh, such disappointment.
It was disappointing only because he seemed dialed in. And I think this guy, the way he plays golf this year, he's kind of constantly teetering on the edge of saving pars or actually making birdies. And it felt like he was making birdies today. Like, he probably had maybe 6 or 7 birdies in him. I don't know if he can automatically bring that back tomorrow because he needs to restart on the range really early on Saturday morning. Like, this is still a 42-year-old golfer who has a hard time getting started. He had a really good start today. It's just going to be up to him to kind of transition it into Saturday.
You said something really insightful before we started rolling, and it's that we haven't seen Tiger in the zone that often. And when we do, it's a hot streak. And it's so unfortunate that he was interrupted in the middle of that hot streak because you could tell he really had it going. And we all know how difficult it is to continue that momentum when you have just an hour delay, let alone an overnight delay, and as you said, starting what could be a particularly long day tomorrow.
Tomorrow will be a weird day for him because on this comeback, we've seen him kind of plod, and sometimes he gets tired. Like, he played 4 rounds last week, and he had inflammation in his body on Monday, couldn't play any golf Monday. How's his body going to react to what will probably be 27 plus holes tomorrow? I don't know. Like I said, he's still 42 years old and still kind of working back into stamina.
But he's not out of it. That's the good news for all the Tiger fans out there. Sean, as you look at this leaderboard, who do you think is really going to make a statement tomorrow and stick around as we head into the final round?
Yeah, I think a guy like Rickie Fowler is someone you have to keep an eye on because he might be the leader at the end of the second round. Like, the 3rd round is set to start probably around noon. Rickie's got a lot of holes left. He's only 3 shots back of Gary Woodland. If he can play his way into it, they're going to be playing in threesomes. It's not like the afternoon is going to be a chance for anyone to push themselves away from the pack. So Rickie, he started his second round at 5 under. Now he's going to start his 3rd day at 7 under. He's got a ton of golf ahead of him. And as we've seen, there's a lot of birdies being made out here.
Interesting to speculate. Could we see another DJ Koepka final pairing? Kevin Kisner, of course, making a huge statement. We're not talking about him, and yet here he is again at another major championship, kind of knocking on the door after 36 holes.
Exactly. He did it at Carnoustie. He kind of ran out of steam, but the PGA seems to set up well for him. I mean, he's done it in the past. He's done it last year in a really hot and steamy place in NC. So, I mean, it kind of feeds into wedges for him. He's a good driver of the golf ball. If he keeps himself away from trouble, then he's going to be a good golfer. This is the guy that was on the President's Cup team. And this is the guy that was at one point a top 15 player in the world. When he gets back to that level, he's really, really good. And I think we're seeing that again this week.
Well, Saturday is traditionally moving day, so I think we have a lot of excitement in store. Sean Zock, Jessica Marksbury for Golf.com. We'll see you at the conclusion of round 3 tomorrow.